Gary Franke, longtime coach at Washington League University in Lexington, Virginia. Got some Old Mankato State colors on now. Talk a little bit about your career and what Coach Macias meant to you.
Well, I came as a young man from the farm, and I think that Rummy kind of gave us some discipline, some direction. I think he was a good technician and also talked a lot about after college what you're going to do. And I think that was important to all of us. But he was a great mentor and a great friend, and just stayed in touch over the years and went to many national tournaments with him, and always had a good time.
You know, normally when we make the announcement at NCAAs, if you've been to X many, you know, you're one of those guys that's standing up for a long, long time, but Coach has got everybody beat. I think he's been to almost probably 70 at this point.
Yeah. He hasn't missed many, but yeah, you know, that COVID deal kind of knocked him out, and so he didn't come to Detroit this year, but whatever.
For you, who had such a long career yourself as a coach, what did he instill in you that made you a better coach later on that you may not have realized right then and there?
Well, I think a lot of the technique that he taught us, you know, carried over for me, and a lot of the discipline, doing something extra and doing more in the weight room and doing some stuff all year round rather than just during the season.
When you look at your career, how much of things that you did as a coach, maybe mannerisms, you know, we joke that if you wrestled for Gable, you know who wrestled for Gable because the way they call stalling.
Right.
Anybody that wrestled for somebody who wrestled for Gable is how they call stalling. What are some of the trademarks of a Rummy Macias coached athlete and coach?
Well, I remember one time there was stalling going on, and he threw his jacket on the floor on the mat because he was so disappointed in the way the call was made. You know, that's basically about it.
So you've thrown your jacket on the mat, is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, yeah, he threw his sport coat on the mat.
Yeah, but did you?
No, it wasn't my match. I was just sitting there laughing.
When you look around the room, there's a lot of people that help not just build this school's wrestling program, but the state of Minnesota, which really didn't have a big wrestling population when he came to the state in the 50s. What do you think his trademark is on this state and what it's meant to the sport?
Well, I think, you know, I don't know the numbers that left Mankato. Some just took his theory classes and became coaches. And so I don't know the number of coaches that he had in Minnesota, but it's significantly a large number that wrestled for Mankato or were managers or were involved with our program that stayed with it and became coaches in the state of Minnesota.
When you look around the room, a lot of familiar faces. What's it mean to you to be back here for Coach in 100 years?
What now? What?
What's it mean for you to be back here for his 100th
Well,
year?
you know, I still live in Virginia, and I talked to his wife, and she said, "Oh, you got to come to this birthday party." And I said, "When is it?" So I marked it on my calendar. So I flew in yesterday, and I fly back tomorrow.
If somebody has never met Coach Macias and they're hearing about him for the first time, what is one story that you can tell from your perspective that sums up who he is and what he's about?
Well, I think he was about great direction and great feeling for his individuals on the team. And it didn't matter if you were the best on the mat or the guy that had a hard time making the team. I think he had great feelings for all the members of the team. He did a great job with that.